Hey everybody, it's Bob Crossan from Water and Waste Digest. I'm here with John Dyson. He's the chair for WEMA, the Water and Wastewater Equipment Manufacturers Association. We're here at Water Week in Washington. Tonight is the congressional reception, which you can probably hear behind us. But we had there were some meetings today with WEMA, specifically committee meetings. So John, what were some of the things that you took away from today's meetings?
So today we had two meetings. One was our marketing and business meeting and also the legislative and regulatory meeting. And in that case, I mean, for most members, it's a legislative regulatory. This provides us a great update on what's going on here in D.C. and the inner workings of D.C. and how rules and legislation is going to be made, along with regulatory things with EPA. What the future is, what's gone on in the last several months since we've had our previous meetings. So it's always good to get these type of updates.
Yeah. So what does this information, or how does this information help you in your daily job? I imagine that having access to these the speakers, especially tomorrow with the meetings and stuff tomorrow, that's pretty helpful for you.
Yeah, it's very helpful, particularly in the legislative regulatory side, because we bring in people from EPA that are going to provide updates. But we track a lot of the regulatory areas. One of the specific areas that we talked a lot about today, because EPA announced in April of 2018 the fact that they were going to develop what's called a peak wet weather flow management rule. And it impacts a lot of members with the potential to sell other new technology to solve the problems for utilities. So this rulemaking process is underway. And as a WEMA member, we were able to participate. WEMA was able to give us a seat at the table during the stakeholder sessions that were there back in October of 2018. We were able to provide input, written comments, along with verbal comments at the stakeholder, so we can have an influence on the future rule that's going to come out. Hopefully it'll come out in July of this year, and we'll see what type of direction EPA has moving forward from there.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool that you guys get to be so directly involved with a lot of those things. And tonight there's the congressional reception, as I had mentioned. A lot of the other associations are here. It's kind of everyone in one place. What's it like to attend this congressional reception, and what kind of an impact does it make for you?
So, there's about 8 organizations here. We all get on the same page. We're able to have other meetings and communicate about the same agenda, direction forward. One thing that moves DC is when multiple organizations in the same industry are on the same page. So by being on the same page, we can get Congress's support to initiatives such as WIFIA, in terms of financing projects, but also other regulatory. Even what I was talking about with the peak wet weather is when all these groups have a common initiative, and many of them do, even on the wet weather side, that means that there's a common focus and we can accomplish actually something.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate you talking to me this evening, and let's go enjoy the rest of the reception.
All right, sounds great.
Thank you.